Okay, let's move on to rate and labor rate efficiency variance and labor rate variance. Labor rate variance, yeah, so the difference between the rates is, which is kind of like prices, but prices that you're going to pay to your workers, and then the hours is like the quantity that the workers are actually working. That's an hour or efficiency variance. So direct labor, 4,000 direct labor hours were worked for a total cost of $36,000. We could divide the $36,000 by 4,000 to get how much they paid them per hour, right? So they are going to pay them, oh, where did it go? $9 per hour, right? So they're going to pay them $9 per hour actual, right? And so let's do our formula. We can delete this one, right? So we have A, S, 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 oh, S, H, R, H, R, H, R, H, R, H, R, H, R. Okay, so this is actual, right? This is not a standard. Over here is our standard, and this is actual. So they actually worked 4,000 hours. Oh, undo that. 4,000 hours. This is the same over here, but their rate, they paid them a total. So if we're, the total over here, if we times them together, would be $36,000. All right, so they must have been paying them a specific amount per hour. We did that calculation previously. They were paying them $9 per hour, right? And we can compare that to the standard rate. How much should they be paying them an hour to see if they're paying them above or below, and see if our variance is going to be favorable or unfavorable. When I look at the standard, they use 1.3 direct labor hours per toy and $8 per hour. So the standard rate is $8 per hour. Remember, since these are staying constant, this is going to be a rate variance, and if we have a positive rate variance, that would be an unfavorable position. You're paying them more than you were expecting to pay them. So why would you have an unfavorable labor variance? Is because maybe they're working overtime, right? Or yeah, mainly they're working overtime with the rates. Maybe you had to get more skilled workers. That could be a factor. You know, you're not planning for the more skilled workers, so you hire someone that's more skilled to try to get you into budget. But those are the main reasons that I've heard, you know, they're working overtime or you need a higher skilled worker. So we could times these here and see that we have a $4,000 difference, and we should have paid them $8. We were paying them $9. This will be unfavorable, the difference between these two. Unfavorable. Right, over here, standard hours, 1.3 hours per toy. Remember that we were making 3,000 maze toys, so we'll put that at the top, 3,000 toys. So, and we remember hours or quantity needs to be on a total basis. So 1.3 hours per toy. We're making 3,000 toys, and it is similar to our actual hours, so I can feel more confident that I'm comparing the correct numbers. Standard rate is still $8. So we could times these here and see if this is going to be favorable or unfavorable. So they should have been working 3,900 hours to make 3,000 toys. They actually worked more hours. So even if you did bring in a skilled laborer, they still couldn't quite meet their deadline. This is going to be unfavorable. Unfavorable. And this is the hours. If we're talking about hours, we call that efficiency variance. Okay. So, and how much is unfavorable? Looks like it's $800, right? $800 if you wanted to do it in total, since these are both unfavorable rate variance. That would be 4,800 total variance, 4,800 unfavorable for labor, right? In total, the labor variance in total was 4,800 unfavorable.